about some of those things that we really pick up, that we really allow into our lives, and all we have to do is serve the Lord for that curse to be broken.
Amen.
Come on, amen.
Sister Melissa, you can take your children to Sunday school this morning.
Go with Lisa. Be a good girl. Leave your stuff here. Be good now.
You know, it's good to see these kids excited about going to Sunday school. But yeah, I just want to touch on that curse this morning. You know, we all have them things that are in our family, Sister Paul, that we feel that that's part of our family. That shouldn't be there. You know, Sister Brenna, with the drug addiction, you said about Brett and then a nephew. A nephew. You know, just because that's in the family doesn't mean that it has to be part of the family.
That's right.
You know, we can make that stand to break that curse. We can make that stand to say, you know something, this is not a part of me. This is not a part of my family. This is not who I am. This is not who my family is. And I'm going to stand up today and I'm going to say my family is going to be different. I'm going to start a new walk for my family. I'm going to start a new walk for me. I'm going to start a new walk for me because I don't want this to sneak in.
Right.
I don't want this to overtake me. You know, I have plenty of things in my family that, Sister Paul, I got to stay away from. Because if I entertain it, it sneaks in. If I entertain that thought, it starts to take over. But it's in my power this morning. It's in my power to say, you know something? I can stand against this. It's in God's power to keep me out of it.
That's right.
But it's my choice.
Yes.
It's my choice this morning to say, you know something? This does not belong to me. This is not a part of me, and this is not going to affect me. You know, you're in a small group, and someone has a cold. Brother Dan, they're standing there coughing all over the place, coughing all over you. What do? Grab me some hand sanitizer and I start washing my hands, cleaning myself off the best I can because I don't want them germs to be on me. I don't want to catch what they got. Well, we got to do the same thing with these things that we're allowing into our families. We're allowing to happen. We got to wash it off. Well, how do we wash it off? We come to God. Lord, cleanse me. Lord, take this from me. Lord, don't allow this to affect me. I better read a scripture before I get too far ahead of myself this morning. You know, this is a message that really touches home because you see family members following after everyone's footsteps. And you see things, you see people getting tore down. And you stand back and you look at it from the outside, Sister Paul, and say, it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to go that direction. It doesn't have to have that purpose in my life. I can have better this morning.
Yes.
I can be better this morning.
Amen.
Let's turn to Deuteronomy. Chapter 28. And we'll start at verse 45. Deuteronomy 28, 45. You know, I was praying last night and I said, Lord, let this be that service. Just Paul, I lay in bed last night and it just seemed like all night, Lord, just allow your presence to be in the church service this morning. And you know, I woke up this morning, and Brother Dan, that adversary tried to sneak in. Just kind of my stomach was tore up this morning. Got in Jamie's car, the service ended late, so we had to park that. You could allow that negative things to affect you. But Brother Dan, I made it a point this morning to say, it is not going to affect me this morning.
Amen.
It is not going to get in and deter what God can do this morning.
Right.
So what I do, I ignored the stomach pain. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to allow it to have a part of me.
Right. Amen.
Since Kevin, I parked the car and I got in a different car.
Amen.
Devil, get behind me because you are not going to come up against me today.
Amen.
You are not going to come up against my family today.
Right.
You are not going to come up against my loved ones today. We need to look at that situation. We got to look at that,
Yes.
that curse in front of us and say, no.
Yes.
No, you have no part.
Amen. Amen.
Deuteronomy 28, 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Why? Because we don't listen. You may be seated. You may be seated this morning. It's a simple response right there. It's a simple thing right there. How do I get out of this darkness? How do I get out of this curse that's around me? How do I get out of this thing that's coming against me? You listen.
Yes.
You listen. All you have to do is listen.
That's
Give
right.
God that opportunity to speak to you. Give God that opportunity
Yes,
to
amen.
give that direction. See, too many times we fail to listen.
Yes. Yes. Amen.
Really, we fail to even ask. We fail, Lord, give me guidance. We just, right away, we want to react. We want to react. We just want to fall in to whatever's in front of me. We're not observant of what could happen next. We try to play in the moment. Well, guess what? That in the moment's going to get you.
Yes.
Right.
Every time.
I gotta make that decision now. I gotta get that answer now. You know, it only takes a second. Lord, what should I do? It only takes a moment to ask God, to seek God. If it's that important, guess what? God's going to answer you just like that. He's going to tell you, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to say. This is where you need to go. If God doesn't give it to you by then, stand and wait.
Amen.
Stand and wait. God, I am not going to move until you say move.
Right.
But that adversary, he wants to throw that. He wants to throw that curse. He wants to throw that darkness upon you. And he's going to make you decide on a spur of the moment. How's that adversary going to sneak in and trick you up? He's going to get in there, Brother Dan, and he's going to say, oh, you got to move, you got to move, you got to move. You look at the world, how fast the world is going right now.
Come on.
I made hamburgers on the grill last night. Sister Kelly, I made real hamburgers on the grill last night. I took it, I patted out my own patties. I put my own seasonings on. And let me tell you something. It took me a good half hour to make me a good burger on the grill. So you tell me how McDonald's can make a burger in 30 seconds.
Right.
Exactly. Because it's nasty. So why does that adversary want you to make that quick decision? Because it's going to mess you up.
Right.
It's going to tear you up. I see you looking, you want to eat all that quick junk food.
You're young now.
Let me tell you what's going to happen with that quick junk food. Eventually, you're going to look like Pastor.
Finds a spot to land. Yep.
Yeah, it's good now, but it's going to catch up. It's going to catch up, and it's going to tear you up. I'm saying this morning, watch what you're in. Watch what you say. You know you can speak a curse into your life.
Yes, you can.
You can speak. You can.
Yes.
I'm not talking about your neighbor. I'm not talking about your loved ones. I'm saying you can speak a curse into your life. You can speak destruction into your life. You want to have a bad day tomorrow? Get up and speak negative. Right out of bed. Get up and speak negative. And you did you just do right there? You spoke that curse into your life. Right away, you got your mind thinking how bad this is going to be. How terrible this is going to be. And then now all of a sudden you're going to yield to all that negativity because you spoke it into your life.
Right.
See, we can talk ourselves in or out of destruction.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
The power of this tongue can be used for good or evil. And all you have to do is control it. Control what you say. Control how you react. You know, when being married to my wife, Brother Dan, there was plenty of times that I like just to push the button. You know where I'm coming from, don't you? You like to push the button. You like to see how far. Oh, she getting ready to tighten up, Brother Dan. Watch what you say. But we try to push the button, and let me tell you, you start pushing that button, all in fun and games. Right? See, all in fun and games. Let's see how far this can go. And then all of a sudden, since you're pushing that button, let me tell you what happens, Sister Brenda. It's not my wife that gets mad. It gets me mad because she's not reacting the way I think she should be reacting.
Yes.
And then now since I'm mad, since I was speaking the negativity, since I was speaking the darkness, guess what? Now I'm mad, and now she's getting mad. We need to learn to speak the way we should speak. We need to learn to act the way we should act. Brother Dan, you said this morning about road rage. Just kind of heard you cut somebody off or blowing the horn, someone's blowing the horn at you.
I waved.
No.
Be out, my sister.
But you know something? By that wave, hopefully you smiled.
I did. I was like, praise the Lord.
That could have changed that person's whole outcome.
Amen.
That could have changed that person's whole day. How are you going to react to your situation? How are you going to handle what's being thrown at you?
Right.
Amen.
If I come up and say, man, I seen your wife come out of the bar yesterday, and she was hanging on some guy's arm. True or not?
Right.
True or not? Right away, this seed's planted.
Right.
Do I entertain it?
No.
Do I entertain it? Do I focus on it? I mean, I'm praying. Lord, don't allow this to set into my life. Don't allow this to destroy what you started. You know, I always say it's your choice whether you're going to serve God or not. It was your choice to be here this morning.
Right.
But then I even stood up here and said, I could have been anywhere else this morning. But I chose to be in God's house.
Amen.
I chose to stand for what is right. You do not have to choose the things that happened in your past or your family's past.
Right.
Well, this is a part of my heritage. No. This is part of my past. You know the best part of your past? It's in the past.
Right. Amen.
How many of us ever made a mistake? My daughter, 3 weeks having her driver's license,
No, it was a month, not 3 weeks.
crashed into someone's car.
Uh-oh.
This is Paul, brand new. Highlander. Crashed into it. Does that make her a bad driver?
Yes.
No.
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 Hunter.
No. 3 weeks driving. How long do you have your driver's license now?
I don't know, like 8 months.
So is 3 weeks going to dictate the rest of her life?
Right.
That what happened yesterday does not have to determine who you are today.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
That what happened to my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother,
Come on now. That's right. That's right.
that brother Dan, I never even met. The problems that they went through, why should it dictate who I am today?
Right.
Why should it say this is who you gotta be? Brother Dan, I come from a family that I don't know, as far back as I can remember, ever really went to church. I don't know anyone else in my family, Sister Paula, that is a pastor. Because I made a choice. I made a choice that I'm not going to go down that same dark road everyone else did.
Right. Amen.
I'm not going to pick up the cards. I'm not going to go to the track. I'm not going to do all this. I'm not going to pick up the drinking. Because I'm making a choice what is good for me.
Amen.
And I have a Lord. I have a God that says, you choose me and I'm going to protect you.
Amen.
I'm going to protect you. You're not going to have to fall into that same dilemma. You're not going to have to fall into that same mess. I am going to make you better. All you have to do is listen.
Amen.
All you have to do is listen. But let me tell you what that does. That stops that darkness here and now.
That's right.
That changes the family from here on. My children don't know Friday nights, Saturday nights is card night. They don't know that the casinos are open 24 hours a day. My children don't even know what a casino looks like. Why? Because it stopped here.
Amen.
Because I made a choice that it stops here. I don't want them to have to pick up. Have them to pick up that dark side. They need to know who God is. You can be that change. You can be that change this morning. They can be that change. Brother Ann, because they've seen things that I've done. They've seen things. They see things that Sister Kelly, I should have done. And guess what? They can be that change.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
They can be that change for the better. They can be that change that takes it to the next level. But I got to do what I know is right. You know, it would have been easy such kind of fall in to them family issues that this is just what I do.
Right.
You know, I could have them alcoholics in my family. You know, it'd be easy to say, Brother Tommy, since I'm a drunk, he's got to be a drunk. like that.
Right.
The world would expect that. Well, that's how he was brought up. Let me tell you this morning, the devil's a liar.
Amen.
The devil's a liar. Just because I make a mistake, don't mean you gotta make a mistake.
Amen.
Just because I fall into a pit doesn't mean that you're gonna come and jump on top of me.
Right.
Brother Dan, Sister Kelly drives down the road and you're following her and you see her speeding and a cop pulls her over, guess what? You're gonna realize, hey, the speed trap, I'm gonna slow down.
But I don't want to go around.
Brother Dan will be, hey! But you know, if you see a mistake, if you see something coming up that's going to happen, aren't you going to do everything in your power? You should want to do everything in your power to make it right.
Amen.
God's saying, I'm giving you the ability today to make it right. I'm giving you the ability today to change what's going on in your life today.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
Man, what if you could be that pillar in your family? What if you could be that one that God uses for the example that your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, their children, and their children look back and say, man, this is where it all changed.
Amen.
This is where the difference came. This is where the difference started. That can start today. How great would it be, that thing you're struggling with today, you finally say enough's enough and you come and you give it over to God. Next week you can look back and say, that's where I got my relief.
Amen.
That's where I got my happiness. That's where I got my joy. That's where things changed for the better. Because you made a stand. You made a stand. You cleaned out that earwax and you started listening. You listened for that soft voice. You know, that's how great God is. He's not going to force you to do something.
That's right.
He's going to give you plenty of opportunities. He's going to give you plenty of opportunities to change something in your life. He's going to give you plenty of opportunities to do the right thing. Them opportunities could be easy or it could be hard. But Lord, shake me up if I'm not listening.
Amen. Amen.
Lord, don't make it easy on me. See, we get so wrapped up in the trial, we get so wrapped up in the struggle, we get so wrapped up in how hard it is, but we don't get wrapped up in how I'm listening. How am I listening? How am I accepting? You know, Paige come down the steps this morning. And let me tell you how our Sunday mornings go with my daughter. 8 o'clock, run down, I go upstairs. It's time to get up.
It was 7:30 this morning.
It's time to get up. It's time to get up. After about 10 times calling, it's time to get up. Well, I went out and I started Hunter's truck and I came back in, stepped in the door and just getting ready to yell. And there's my beautiful daughter standing right there. Sister Brenda, I grabbed her, hold her, and I hugged her, and I just told her how beautiful she was. Got this big smile on her face. That was this Sunday. Let me tell you how last Sunday went. Well, then there was no hugging, and there was no smiling. All we were doing was a bunch of screaming and hollering. But let me tell you how the ride to church went. Sister Paula, last Sunday, it was quiet and hateful. This Sunday, it was laughs and giggles. How are you going to receive how are you going to receive? How are you going to use what God can do? Just tell you, I can always have them laughs and giggles every morning. If she just listens.
Get out of here.
I want to turn to Malachi. Two. Malachi 2:2 reads, if you will not hear, and if you will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, saith the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon them. I will curse your blessings. Yea, I will curse them already, because ye do not lay it unto heart. You know, God can give and God can take.
That's right. Amen.
See, we want to, Sister Paul, we want to say that, man, God won't do nothing hard on me. God won't do nothing to hurt me. God's all good. God can't do nothing to make it bad. God's all good. God's going to do whatever He can to open your eyes.
Amen.
Amen.
Help us, Lord.
Let me ask you this morning. Would you rather God be all love and lose heaven? Or would you rather God make it hard and gain heaven? I want you to really think about that this morning. You know, we all want that feel good, excited feeling. But there are times that we need that not so happy.
Come on. Amen.
Yeah. You know, every time Hunter got in trouble, Sister Paula cracked the kids back in line. I'm sure you never cracked the lid back in line.
No, I never had to.
Never.
Still cracking back in.
Sometimes we need our eyes open.
Come on.
Sometimes we need our ears cleaned out.
Yes. Yes. Amen.
Sometimes we need to realize,
Yes.
hey, this is what I'm accepting
That's right.
is not what I need.
Amen.
That's right. Come on.
Amen.
Amen.
This is what I think makes me feel good isn't where I need to be. The step and the path that I'm on isn't guiding me to where I need to go. You know, you see so many people in bars shooting drugs to try to make things better. But then I say many times, you can sit at a bar and you can drink that booze, and it's not going to fix nothing.
That's right.
It's not going to change nothing. But you can lay at an altar. You can lay at an altar. And Sister Paula, it might hurt. It might not be pleasurable. It might not be what you want to hear. But I guarantee you it's going to fix everything to come.
That's right. Amen.
What if you come to the altar and you have that loved one? Because we all pray for them loved ones. We all pray for them loved ones to change. We all pray for that family member to be better. But what What if God says, it's time for you to let go?
Amen.
It's time for you to step back and allow me to work. Man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. What did the first scripture say? You've got to listen. See, by you not wanting to hear that and not yielding to that, continues the curse. As hard as it is, it continues that destruction. Says Jamie, let's get some songs ready today. You know, if you don't receive nothing else, receive this morning. Listen. By you listening can change tomorrow. By you just listening can make a difference for you, for your loved ones.
So there's a baby
If you just
down
listen.
there that
I'm going to open this altar up. Come listen to what God says. You know, every one of our situations are different. But only God has the true answer.
Right. No.
Well, Dan, I can stand here and I can guess your answer. I can stand here and I can guess what you need. But the whole point of that is, I'm guessing.
Amen.
I don't want that guess.
Right.
I want to come to the throne of the Lord and get my answer. This altar's open. Come speak to the Lord this morning.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.